and welcome to iFIBER 1 Sports live broadcast of girls high school soccer. I'm Cody Johnson with Sean Wells. We're here in Moses Lake for a huge Big 9 matchup. The Lady Chiefs set to take on West Valley. Moses Lake at number 1, West Valley at number 2, Sean.
That's right, Cody. The top two teams in the Big 9 Conference. They played once already, Cody, and Moses Lake won that game 4-1 on the road at West Valley. So they have a little bit of history, but this West Valley team has won a lot of games since then, and they're looking to make an upset tonight. But if Moses Lake, Cody, if they win this match, they win the Big 9 title.
And it is kind of impressive. West Valley coming in. Last year they played in the CWAC at the 2A division. With the reclassification, they bumped up to 3A and elected to play at the 4A level here in the Big 9. They're having a great season. You're watching iFIBER 1 Sports, and it starts now.
Broadcasting live from iFIBER 1 Communications HD studio, this is iFIBER 1 Sports.
Come down to the last few seconds. He shoots. He scores. They take the lead and the win.
And becoming a pharmacist.
And we're here at Moses Lake. Lady Chiefs set to take on West Valley, and it is senior night tonight. Moses Lake undefeated in the Big 9 right now, Sean, and like you said earlier, West Valley with just the one loss in conference play, and it was to Moses Lake earlier.
Yeah, Cody, this is such a big game. So much depends on this game. If Moses Lake wins, they are champions. If West Valley wins, they have a chance still. So this is a huge game. This week in my Sideline Sports Series, I was able to preview this game as these teams battle for first place in the Big 9 Conference. Moses Lake hosts West Valley in a showdown of the top two teams in the Big 9 Conference. With a win, the Chiefs would move to 10-0 in conference play and claim the Big 9 title. Having already played West Valley this season, Moses Lake head coach Rick Charr expects a very physical match. In the most recent Seattle Times 4A state rankings, Moses Lake is number 8 in the state, while West Valley is on the bubble. Watch out for Moses Lake's Alicia Overland, who can break her own school record for goals in a season with a hat trick. West Valley's goalkeeper Regan Gibbs is a University of Kansas commit, looking to shut out Alicia Overland and the Chiefs tonight. Cody, Moses Lake has a big break in this game already. Regan Gibbs, who I mentioned in my video, she is a commit to Kansas to play goalkeeper. She's actually a national team goalkeeper for the USA under 16 team, cannot play in this game due to WIA transfer rules. She has to sit out.
So did we find out, is she not eligible for postseason as well?
She is done for the season, Cody. She can attend classes but cannot play in any games. A huge blow for this West Valley team.
Yeah, boy, it makes you wonder what kind of adjustments they're going to make in what is likely their biggest game so far in the season.
Yeah, head coach John Schubert for West Valley, Cody, is very upset with the WIA, does not get the transfer rule, because again, she's able to attend classes at West Valley, but cannot play in such an important game, and he is not happy.
Well, we do want to wish that young lady good luck as she starts her college soccer career out there in Kansas. And Moses Lake on a 9-game win streak, Sean. And boy, you know, they've had a close game against Wenatchee, but for the most part, they've blown just about everyone out.
Yeah, Cody, undefeated in Big 9 Conference, like you said, have only lost once on this season. That was to Lewis and Clark. So a very talented Moses Lake squad, and they're hoping to make a big playoff run. Cody, they've got knocked out in state in the first round the last 2 years. They think this is the year they can make that run. Again, moving up in the Seattle Times poll, now number 8 in the state for 4A rankings. So this team has improved throughout the season. At the games we've covered, Cody, we've seen such an improvement by these seniors, by these juniors, sophomores, freshmen. this Moses Lake team is fired up and ready to win this conference title tonight.
Yes, I have been impressed on how they're able to put games away as of late. Do want to take a quick minute to thank our crew out here with us tonight. On cameras, we've got Krista Clausen and Sean Ryan. Our producer tonight is Spencer King, and our technical director is Nick White. I'm Cody Johnson with Sean Wells, and we're just about ready to get our starting lineups, but we're going to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors, and we'll come back in just a bit.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Hello, my name is Michelle Jaderlin, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor. So why should you vote for me? I've lived here for 30 years, and for the past 23 years, I've worked for Grant County. I know every aspect of the job. The people at the county know and rely on me, and know I will be here when they need me. The auditor handles a great deal of money that needs to be accounted for by someone who is committed to serving the people of Grant County. My name is Michelle Jaderlin, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh-baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
And we're just minutes away from starting here in Moses Lake. I'd like to welcome those of you who have tuned in on iFIBER Channel 1. And, of course, those tuning in on the internet on their web browser or mobile device. iFIBER 1 Sports is a division of iFIBER Communications right here in Ephrata, Washington. Home of one of the fastest internet providers in the United States, and, of course, always fastest in Washington State. If you are looking to upgrade your internet, TV, or phone service, give us a call at the office tomorrow at 754-2600. That's 754-2600. So, Sean, a lot of people are expecting this match to be pretty close tonight, although I don't think anyone expected West Valley to be without their goalie. Is there any concern with the adjustments that West Valley is trying to make for today's match?
Same duty as usual, Cody. They trust their keeper. She's played many games for them this season. She'll be in there ready to play. Again, it's going to be a tough test for her because the Overland twins, Lizzie McGraw, McKenna Walker now coming back off injury for Moses Lake. A lot of playmakers to attack for this Chief offense. So she's going to have her hands full, Cody, but again, this team will not back down. They're ready for this challenge against Moses Lake.
Yeah, boy, that was a big change for Moses Lake, being able to get McKenna Walker back from her injury. I don't think anybody was really expecting her to be able to come back at all.
Yeah, Cody, I said like in the last game, it's like getting Clint Dempsey back just for the playoff run. It's a nice surprise for this Chief team. They didn't know if they were going to have her back at all this season. She says she's 100% healthy, playing well, had a goal in their last game. So look for her to make some plays tonight.
And, folks, don't forget, tomorrow night, Sean and I will be in Ephrata for some Friday night football when the Tigers take on Prosser in CWAC conference action. That's going to be a big game, too, with some playoffs implications on the line there.
Yeah, two of the top teams. Prosser just lost barely to Ellensburg last week, and that was a battle of undefeated teams. So Prosser will be hungry for a win tomorrow night, and Ephrata needs that win to stay in the playoff race, Cody, so should be a great one tomorrow in Ephrata.
Yeah, and, if they're not able to pick up that win, Ephrata could be, at the end of the season, in a three-way tie with Othello and Sela. Those three teams haven't beaten up on each other in kind of a round-robin way. And if it does come down to that, then you're faced with a Kansas City tiebreaker or some kind of modified version of that for that third and final playoff spot in the CWAC. So that's going to be very interesting. A lot of good games going on this weekend. Of course, Othello football at Quincy this weekend. Royal is at Columbia Burbank. Warden will be at Soap Lake. And Amira Cooley Heartline will be at Hunters. So, but of course, Sean and I will be broadcasting from Ephrata. That broadcast will start at 7 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and take another commercial break here, and we'll come back with some soccer action in just a moment.
Number 13, Carly.
Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at moorefurniture.net.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of these many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Your West Valley High School starters are
And we're just going through our starting lineups right now. And like we said, this is a huge conference game for us here tonight. All eyes are, for the most part, on this game right here. Your number 1 and your number 2 teams in the Big Nine squaring off.
Number 12.
And it is senior night here too, so Moses Lake is a little bit fired up.
Yeah, Cody, this is last regular season home game for a lot of their top players. Of course, the Overland Twins, Lizzie McGraw, McKenna Walker, among others. So a big game, a nice crowd on hand. You know, we should be in for a great contest tonight here at Lions Field.
And it has been tough to score on this Moses Lake squad. Of the games that we have broadcast, Sean, we've seen some incredible shots, and you know, you've said it the last few times we've been out here. That's about the only way you can score against them.
Yeah, set pieces is a nice way to score on this Moses Lake squad. Again, their keeper is a little shorter, but she still makes some great ground saves. Cody, she was all-conference honorable mention last year, but a few of those set pieces have gotten over her head. So if you're West Valley, you're going to look to depend on those set pieces to really give your team a chance.
Now, if you're on the Moses Lake side, are you thinking you need to change anything? I mean, everything seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, if you're Moses Lake, keep playing your game. You know, don't change anything up for West Valley. You have beaten them 4-1. Again, that was over a month ago, Cody, but...
And it was on the road.
It was on the road, so that was a nice win for Moses Lake, but they have to stay poised, stay calm. If they do the right things, play the way they play, they'll have a championship at the end of the 90 minutes.
Very tough to beat them, especially at home. Of course, Sean did mention they have the one loss, their first game of the season, and they did tie, had a tie against Ferris. Of course, they did not go into any extra time after that. But, you know, and Ferris was ranked at the time.
At the time, Cody, Ferris was undefeated. They were ranked in the top 5 in the state. And Moses Lake, quite frankly, should have gone away with that game, up 3-1 with just 10 minutes left. And Ferris got a couple late fluky kind of goals, and were able to come back and tie that one. But again, Moses Lake has had some nice non-conference games so far this season, Cody, setting them up for a nice playoff run.
All right, we're going to take another quick commercial break as we get through our national anthem, and we'll come back with some soccer.
Hi, I'm Angus Lee, the Grant County prosecutor, and I've spent my entire adult life committed to public service. As a younger man, I fought for our country in the United States Marines, and I was awarded the Combat Action Ribbon and the Purple Heart. For nearly a decade now, I've been fighting criminals here in Grant County. My trial record speaks for itself. I have convictions in over 90% of my jury trials, and I've personally prosecuted the most serious cases, and I've won.
Angus Lee, the proven crime fighter.
I'm Angus Lee, and I approve this message.
Are you looking to improve your or your child's smile? At Casciati Orthodontics, we make it our mission to make braces more affordable and fun. Our business has proudly served the Columbia Basin for over 20 years, and our new conveniently located state-of-the-art facility offers a relaxing environment full of fun activities for the kids. We accept all types of insurance and have convenient payment plans available. Give us a call for a complimentary evaluation, no referral needed, or check us out on the web and make an appointment online.
Papa John, pizza maker. Peyton Manning, playmaker.
So how long you been making pizza?
Over 30 years.
You ever get tired of it?
You ever get tired of throwing touchdown passes?
Good point.
Come on, man.
Up your game with our new kickoff special. Get any large 2-topping pizza, only $10. Add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
better football.
Papa John's.
And we're just about ready to get underway here in Moses Lake. You know, you mentioned earlier, Sean, Alicia very close to breaking her own record from last year. 27 goals on the season.
Yeah, Cody, her own record from last year, 29 goals. If she gets a hat trick tonight, she breaks it. Again, 2 games left in the regular season. They have 2 away games next week at Wenatchee and at Davis. But she could get that hat trick tonight, Cody. We've seen her have some multiple goal performances here so far this season.
Yeah, I want to say it was just a few weeks ago she had 4, didn't she?
Yeah, she has a knack for the net here at Lions Field, Cody. So make sure you keep an eye on her tonight, number 9 for Moses Lake.
And it is a bit chilly out here at Lions Field tonight. We got the wind blowing from left to right in temperatures in the low 50s right now, and they're dropping fast, which, Sean, you have said before sometimes can be a factor with you got to keep your legs warm.
Yeah, Coach Char pregame had his team doing some extra stretches, doing a few extra sprints, some nice light jogging as well. And West Valley was also doing some nice team drills, some nice, runarounds, some nice little sprints. So both teams realizing it's getting colder outside. You need to warm up those legs a little quicker, give your legs more time to loosen up. And because in this type of weather, Cody, it's really easy to pull something or some sort of muscle to tighten up in your leg. So both teams realizing you need to be a different kind of prepared for this kind of weather.
Yeah, I can understand that. I pulled a muscle, when I announced going into that last commercial break. I should have been down there doing warm-ups. And we're just about ready here. Boy, I tell you what, the crowd was just on their feet for the junior varsity game. West Valley did win that one 3-2, and it was back and forth.
Yeah, Cody, that was one of the best JV games I've ever seen.
I know.
Both teams were fired up, went down to the wire. West Valley knocked off Moses Lake 3-2. But again, there's some great goal chances and some great goals in that JV game.
Yeah, and the crowd was really into it. Now everyone, you notice everyone is quiet now. That's how intense the atmosphere is right now in Moses Lake.
Coach Char said before the game, he said this is a championship game for this team, for both teams, quite honestly, Cody. Both teams need a win. It's going to be a fun one to watch.
And we are underway.
Nice run by West Valley, and stepping up for defense is Loetta.
Boy, nice job keeping it in bounds.
Yeah, that's Jessica Loetta. She's been steady for this Chiefs team all year on defense. Cody, a junior. Her younger sister is a freshman on this Chiefs team.
A lot of talent from top to bottom here. Jamie, just a freshman, and already contributed on this team during the course of the season.
Yeah, Jamie's had a few goals actually for this Chiefs squad. And
a few assists.
Yeah, the future is bright for this Chief team, Cody. A lot of young talent. So even though they're graduating the Overland twins and Lacey McGraw, McKenna Walker, their future is still bright.
And we mentioned earlier, too, West Valley was playing the 2A classification just a year ago in the CWAC. And, Sean, I can tell you, I bet Ephrata and a lot of other teams in the CWAC are glad to see West Valley playing in the Big Nine now, even though Ephrata is undefeated themselves.
Sam Ollerson making some noise on the outside earlier for West Valley. Coach Schubert for West Valley said, you know, his team doesn't have one individual star, obviously, because Gibbs is out, their keeper. But he said his whole team just plays really soundly together. They have great possession, like to hit that small ball, keep it back and forth, nice outside runs. So look for a really just smart and easygoing play by this West Valley squad.
And that's going to go out. West Valley with the throw in. Yeah, boy, Ephrata having a great, those gals having a great season, undefeated.
Yeah, Ephrata undefeated, number 2 in the state, Cody, for 2A. So they have
one of the last 2 teams undefeated.
Yeah, one of the last 2 teams. Them and Squalicum up in Bellingham is number 1 with an undefeated record. So Ephrata Tigers looking strong going into that postseason.
And West Valley with that throw in. Boy, Sean, I know you follow the Sounders too, but the Sounders have done well.
That's right, Cody had a huge match down in LA last Sunday, tying the Galaxy 2-2. We're down 2-0, came back, tied that one up, so now they're tied atop this Western Conference standings at 61 points with LA Galaxy, and they host them, Cody, this Saturday for the last game of the regular season. A huge game. Winner will be first place in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and I bet they're feeling pretty fortunate to be able to have that one at home.
Yes, they are, because Galaxy is such a tough squad, Cody. Even at home, they have gotten the best of the Sounders the last few years. So hopefully Clint Dempsey and Obafemi Martins, you know, playing in such good form as of late. Hopefully they bring their A game this weekend.
And, you know, you talk about home field advantage. You know, I don't think you can get any more of an advantage than in Seattle.
Cody, it's one of the best atmospheres in the United States, if not the best. Those Sounders fans love their football, and Clint Dempsey and Obafemi Martins are playing the top of their game right now, and it's fun to watch, Cody. So if you haven't been to a Sounders game, I recommend you to go to this game this weekend if you can.
This is the one.
Should be a great game versus the Galaxy. Here's a chance for the Overland making a break in the box. Cuts that back inside, just loses touch on that ball, and West Valley's defense has to get rid of that.
Boy, 3-on-1, and she almost had a shot at it there. We are scoreless so far. No shots on goal, and that's going to go out of bounds.
Cody, that will be a goal kick. Again, so important early in this first half, Cody. Both teams would love to get that first goal, get that early momentum. We've seen how when Moses Lake gets that first goal, they usually come in bunches.
Yeah. Yeah, so many times we've seen that, especially, I don't know if it's, you know, I'd say every time that we broadcast, but it happens wherever they are, home, on the road. They play well on the road.
Emma Deering trying to cross that one, but it gets a little too much on that ball, Cody. I'll go out for another West Valley goal kick.
Boy, the crowd, it amazes me. They were so loud prior to the game, and everyone is quiet right now. We've got a scoreless contest going. It's pretty tense here at Lions Field tonight.
It is tense, Cody, and we've seen how differently this Chief team plays if they get down a goal. So West Valley would love to get that first goal, because obviously versus Wenatchee, Chiefs were down 1-0 for that first half. Able to score a couple goals in that second half and eventually win that game, but West Valley would love to get one on the board here early in this first half.
It does seem to be a trademark with this Moses Lake team, if when they do get out to that lead, it is so tough to come back against them. They know how to put it away. And if you're coming into Moses Lake, of course you have your eye on Alicia, but there's talent spread across this team.
Yeah, checking in right now, Cody's Jamie Lowetta, the freshman for Moses Lake. And the ball goes right to her. Gets her first touch of the game. Stephanie Overland being aggressive and gets called for the foul there. A little too aggressive there, Cody.
Just a little bit. Sometimes that'll happen. You got to let them know you're out there, right? West Valley, they do play smart, and they kind of wait for you to make the mistake.
That will be a West Valley throw-in.
We did mention West Valley. Their only loss in conference was to Moses Lake. They're 7-1. They're 10-2 overall. Moses Lake 9-0, 11-1-1 overall.
Cody, they're actually 8-1 in conference.
8-1. You're right. You're right. They did pick up that other win.
Only loss to Moses Lake, and that was a 4-1 Chief win on the road at West Valley.
Boy, the Big Nine has been tough this year, hasn't it?
It has, Cody. Wenatchee's really tough. Davis is tough, and that's who Moses Lake plays next week on the road at Wenatchee and at Davis. They would love to win tonight and wrap up that Big Nine title.
Yeah, Wenatchee with quite a goalkeeper of their own, another college commit.
Emmett Deering with a nice ball inside, but a nice play by West Valley's keeper to come out and grab that one. A little bit too aggressive out there for some of these Chiefs players. Get called for another foul. Will be a free kick for West Valley.
Closing in on the 31-minute mark here in our first half. We are scoreless.
Nice ball inside, Cody. Just a little too much on there, but a nice idea by West Valley.
And that one's going to go out of bounds. West Valley will throw it back in. Moses Lake trying to get that out, and it looks like they do.
Stephanie gets that outside to Emmett Deering. He just hits it up. McKenna Walker trying to get to that on the outside, just can't get to it. West Valley will take back over possession.
High kick.
McKenna Walker, a nice header up, tries to find Alicia and sneaks that ball around her. And that will go out for a corner kick, Cody.
Moses Lake has scored a few points off the corner kicks.
Yeah, Lizzie McGraw, Cody, is really solid on these corner kicks. Delivers some great sets in there. So watch for Alicia Overland, Stephanie Overland. They make some great runs in the box.
And West Valley with plenty of people back on defense.
Stephanie Overland just tries to chip that one over the head of the West Valley keeper, but it falls right to her hands. But a nice early set piece for Moses Lake.
West Valley doing a good job defensively so far.
And here's another run outside, Cody, by the West Valley outside mid, puts it back inside, has a crack at goal. Moses Lake player steps up, able to block that one. But that was a nice strike there, Cody. A lot of power behind that shot for West Valley.
Yeah, they are holding their own here.
And that ball falls right to Sam Olerson, Cody.
Ooh, she might have had a chance there, but it's going to trickle out of bounds. Moses Lake with the throw in.
Sam is a senior for this West Valley squad, has been making some nice runs so far on that outside for the Rams. Getting a little too aggressive out there. Delisa McGraw gets called for a foul that time.
Yeah, Chiefs, they are fired up tonight. You don't see that too often with this crew, do you? And we have another Moses Lake player checking in. And Michaela Loudon will come in for the Lady Chiefs. Free kick for West Valley.
Sam Olerson is there, gets the ball, tries to drop it back to her player, but not a very poor pass there, Cody, and that will go out for a West Valley throw-in, though.
And of course, you know, we keep talking playoffs, but that #1 team in the Big Nine will get a chance to host their first playoff match, which, you know, Sean, and you've been in playoff soccer before. It's a huge advantage being able to take your first one at home.
Yeah, Cody, having that home field advantage just for even district playoffs is huge. You know, you've seen these opponents, you know, twice throughout the regular season, and having that crowd behind you, that support, this gives you that little bit extra edge, that little extra, you know, energy when you're playing a team for a third time. So, again, a lot to play for in this game.
That one's going to sail out of bounds.
Yeah, Abby Rathburn, their big defender for Moses Lake, just, you know, she's a stopper back there, Cody. Kind of goes wherever that ball goes and just gets rid of it, and a nice play there to get that ball out of the danger zone.
Temperature's still holding in the low 50s here. Wind picking up a little bit more. As you're watching on your TV, blowing from left to right.
Jeanette Alvarado just picked that one up easily and toss it out to her teammate. McKenna Walker making it around the outside. Loretta finds her. Tries to find Alicia Overland inside, but a nice step up there by that West Valley defense.
Yeah, cutting that pass off. And they'll try and take it the other way.
Defense holding strong early so far, Cody, for West Valley.
They have done a very good job. And like I said before, Alicia Overland is the player that everyone, you know, you have to put her on the board. You have to watch her wherever she's at. But this Moses Lake team would score plenty of points even if she weren't here. A lot of talent.
Yeah, great, very talented team, Cody. A reason why they're #8 in the state, undefeated in the Big Nine Conference. This team is no joke. A lot of weapons all across the field.
And, you know, a lot of people might say that maybe they're underrated just a little bit, ranked only at 8.
Yeah, Cody, I know they think they can be anyone in the state. I know we both think they can, too.
Oh, yeah. I think their only disadvantage is that we broadcast so many of their games. There's lots of game footage out there on them. And one of these days they're going to shut us down here.
And West Valley will have a throw in.
And that one's going to go out. Moses Lake takes over.
Letter tries to find Alicia Overland, and she does.
Boy, their passing continues to amaze me.
Alicia or Stephanie with a cross inside, but can't get that centered enough. Goes right to the keeper. Easy play for West Valley's keeper. And again, Cody, West Valley without Regan Gibbs, their keeper, who is a national team player, commit to Kansas. So a big loss for this West Valley squad.
You know, I guess that's why I'm so impressed with West Valley so far, is that you really couldn't tell they're missing her. They're playing well together. They look unfazed.
A nice ball through to the West Valley outside bench. She cuts it inside. West Valley might have a chance here, Cody.
That's gonna go wide.
Abby Rathburn making that run, that defensive run to stop that ball. West Valley with a nice chance there. Cody had some nice runs, some great passes outside to inside. Moses Lake lucky there.
They had a two-on-one shot going there.
Stephanie Overland going on an outside run here. Keeper has to come out of the box to just get rid of this one. Hits it outside. It'll be a Moses Lake throw-in.
And we're inside 23 minutes. We are scoreless here. I am kind of surprised that we haven't seen more shots on goal by Moses Lake.
Yeah, Coach Schubert said that West Valley's team is very solid defensively, Cody, and he relies on that. He relies on his defense heavily, even against the Moses Lake squad, who are so talented attacking. He thinks his defense can play with them.
And they have so far. Moses Lake might have a shot here.
Cody, that was Janelle Fox who just checked in for Moses Lake.
West Valley will just kick that out. You know, another thing I find interesting about this Moses Lake crew, you know, as talented as they are, and we still have yet to hear of any of the players commit to playing soccer anywhere else. And I guess maybe that's because there's so many of these young ladies that play other sports and do well there too.
Yeah, Cody, that's one thing Coach Char prides his team about. They all play different sports: basketball, track, golf. He loves that his players play different sports, and he thinks it furthers their development. You know, they make better decision making, better agility, better quickness. So he likes that his players play different sports, and a lot of his players like to keep their options open. You know, Alicia and Stephanie Overland are huge track stars for Moses Lake. Might have some offers in track to play college. So a lot of these players are keeping their options open as of now, and it'll be interesting to see where they commit to play college.
Yeah, I bet we'll have a lot of news on that front coming here in the springtime.
A chance for Moses Lake. Alicia Overland using her speed, trying to get to that. Keeper plays the right decision, Cody. Comes out of the box, runs up and grabs that one before Alicia can get to it.
Boy, and she is so quick. She can go from 0 to 60 in just a blink of an eye.
West Valley almost had a counterattack, but now it's back in Chief territory. Stephanie Overland finds the freshman Jamie Loetta.
Through the legs pass.
Again, that West Valley defense holding strong so far, Cody, not giving them too many chances. Here's Stephanie now with some space. It gets taken down in the top of the box, but no foul called.
No penalty called. You're right.
Ref's starting to let some of that physical play go, Cody.
Yeah, we heard some of the other referees in the stands. They disagreed with the non-call there. And West Valley will have the throw-in. Coming up on the 19-minute mark here in our first half. Still no score. Boy, Seahawks looking to rebound after their second consecutive loss. They're going to be at Carolina this weekend. That's at 10 a.m. on Fox. That's Channel 3 for those of you who have iFIBER TV service. I think the Seahawks are going to rebound pretty well.
Yeah, Cody, big game for the Hawks. They need a win after dropping 2 in a row. And that will be a West Valley throw-in.
Well, I think, the Seahawks are going to rebound. They've had a more than a week now to kind of get over the shock of losing Percy Harvin.
And what a shock that was, Cody. Nobody was expecting that. Percy Harvin traded to the Jets for maybe only a 6th-round draft pick.
Yeah, and of course the Seahawks trading to get him. They gave up a 1st, a 3rd, and a 7th-round pick, and about 2.5 truckloads of money to go with it. And only getting a 6th round, it could be, it's a conditional 6th-round pick, but it could go up to a 4th. But yeah, that's, no one saw that one coming. I even heard Marshawn Lynch, when he heard, he almost got off the bus.
Yeah, that was a rumor, but reports have come out yesterday, Cody, saying that report actually was not true.
Not true, okay. That would surprise me because he is such a class act. West Valley taking it the other way.
Here's Olderson using her speed again on the outside. Tries to get that ball inside, but Rathburn, a nice job heading that away for the Chiefs. Stephanie Overland with a chance now. Gets that ball inside, tries to find Alicia. Nice play by West Valley's keeper. Cody, yeah, I like to think of Marshawn Lynch as maybe the Manny Ramirez of football.
Yeah.
You never know what he's going to do, but he can make great plays whenever he's on the field, that's for sure.
The Beast Quake. Hey, anytime you can cause an earthquake, I don't know that that's ever been done before him. How would you like to have an earthquake named after you?
Yeah, that would be...
or caused by you.
There's a chance for Moses Lake. Alicia there. Placed it in the back of the net.
That one's going to go in, and that's going to be her 28th goal of the season, putting the Chiefs up 1-0 at 16:18 left in our first half.
Yeah, Cody, just so dangerous in front of that net. If she gets that ball anywhere that close, again, just a couple yards away, she saw just a little bit of space and just placed that right by the keeper. Chiefs up 1-0. Cody, that's her 28th goal now on this season, one behind her school record.
Yeah, I think it's a safe bet that she's gonna break that record. And that's gonna go out of bounds. Boy, that might be no penalty called on that one.
So Cody, it's gut check time now for West Valley, down 1-0 to Moses Lake. Is extremely hard. It's hard to score against them. They need to try to get a goal here quickly, tie this game back up before Moses Lake gets another goal or two in this first half.
Yeah, we've seen so many times, once Moses Lake starts scoring.
Cody, this is one way you can score against Moses Lake, are these set pieces.
They got to be trick shots.
Ball goes into the box. Rathburn there to get rid of it. And the Chiefs just kicked that one out. Smartly done.
Yeah, we've seen so many times. Once Moses Lake gets on the scoreboard, they tend to relax just a little bit and really start to play their game, which makes it incredibly tough to come back on them.
Here's the ball trying to find McKenna Walker, who powers through that West Valley defender. Takes a crack, hits off a West Valley defender. Looks to drop it back to Lizzie, and she does. And they just get rid of that one. Chiefs starting to heat up here, Cody.
Momentum is in the Moses Lake side here. Crowd really starting to get into it now.
Rathburn making a run up here, Cody. A long run for her coming out of the defense and a nice play. They're going to have a looks like a Moses Lake free kick.
Yeah, I think you're right. And looks like we'll have a player checking in for Moses Lake. Boy, it's hard to see the numbers, the light-colored numbers against that white jersey.
Lizzie McGraw can't get enough on that free kick. But ball is back in the box, and West Valley's keeper just smartly and just comes out and grabs that ball. Cody, just 13 minutes left in this first half. Chiefs up 1-0. Lizzie McGraw with a chance on goal, and that goes in.
Lizzie McGraw puts the Chiefs up 2-1. Long shot, caught the goalie off guard.
Heads up play by Lizzie McGraw, 35 yards out. Saw that goalkeeper offline. Just took a chance at goal, and wow, what a shot, what a goal. 2-0 Chiefs on top over West Valley, Cody. That much closer to the Big 9 title.
Boy, that was some good vision by McGraw. She saw that opening and took that long shot. And again, you know, for how many weeks has she been back now? Just a couple, I think.
Yeah, it's been back a couple of weeks, but looks to be playing in great form there, Cody. Just such a heads-up play. You know, see that keeper, make him pay for that mistake. And again, just to put that on frame, just well placed. Such a good flip by Lizzie McGraw. 2-0 Chiefs.
West Valley trying to get something going. It's gonna roll straight to the keeper.
Cody, now if you're West Valley, it really is, you know, time to buckle up. You need some goals. They might have to start moving this formation up. I mean, they're playing with 2 attackers now. They might have to put 3 up there, Cody, because it's hard when you have, you know, to play defense against such good attackers. But, you know, championship on the line, Cody, down 2-0. You need a score.
This is where you kind of want to pull out all the stops.
There's a ball up, but again, nice heads-up defense for Moses Lake. Just gets rid of that ball.
And that's going to be a West Valley throw-in. A little over 10 minutes left in our first half. And we'll have Carpenter checking in for Moses Lake. Of course, we got quite a game on our hands here, but boy, a lot of people are looking forward to that game in Wenatchee coming up. That was a tough one here at home. Moses Lake having to travel to Wenatchee, one of the last couple games they've got this season.
Yeah, Cody, next Tuesday at Wenatchee, a big game for the Chiefs, but of course, if they can hang on and win this game, they'll have the Big 9 title already wrapped up.
Yeah, of course, at that point, Wenatchee will be battling it out for a second place finish. But that Wenatchee goalie, boy, she was very good here in Moses Lake when we saw him.
Yeah, Ashton Blanksma, Portland State commit. Cody, a lot of great keepers in this conference. course, Jeanette Alvarado for Moses Lake was all conference honorable mention last year. Gibbs for West Valley, who's unfortunately not playing tonight, but again, a national team keeper.
Yeah,
a
boy.
commit to Kansas to play next year. And then Blanksma for Wenatchee committed to play at Portland State. So
that's a big soccer school down there.
Yeah, the Vikings, Portland State Vikings are huge. Here's a chance for Alicia Overland. Just places that. Is that going to trickle in? Just outside, Cody. What a heads-up play by Alicia. Just tried to sneak that in.
Boy, nice idea. Just wide by an inch or two.
Almost had that 29th goal to tie the record. Getting a little chippy out there, Cody.
Yeah. Moses Lake looks like they'll have a free kick here.
McGraw has a nice kick in there.
Nice job. Wow. Boy, she can place it, can't she?
He has a great foot, Cody. She can place that ball where she pleases to. And looks like Moses Lake got ahead on that one, but not on frame. That will go out for a goal kick.
And we got an update for you NFL fans out there. Broncos on top of San Diego 28-7 with about 3 minutes left in the third. Nope, check that. 28-14 Broncos. Are you surprised by that one?
Yeah, Cody, I thought Chargers would maybe hang a little closer in that game, but I took the Broncos in our office poll. I hope you did the same.
I did. I have to redeem myself. I was so bad last week, I even forgot to turn in my picks. That's how bad it was. Of course, our producer, Spencer King, won it last week. I think he must have somehow intimidated me. As a TV producer, he should be watching us on TV, not be watching football.
And Cody, RTD, Nick White is a huge Chargers fan, so hopefully he's okay after. Unless they can come back, but looks like they might lose to the Broncos.
Yeah, Manning is on fire. God, he's got so many records now.
Yeah, just broke the all-time touchdown record past Brett Favre last week, Cody. He is on a roll.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if Indianapolis is, every week wondering if they shouldn't have kept him a little longer.
Yeah, but they do have Andrew Luck, so
yeah, I mean,
might not be feeling too bad. Here's a shot on frame, and Alvarado does what she's supposed to do, comes out and just grabs that ball.
Inside 6 minutes now, Chiefs on top, 2-0.
Nice pass from Magrado Loetta, making a run in the middle, but a nice heads-up, step-up play by that West Valley midfield to get rid of that Moses Lake attack.
Speaking of Manning, Archie Manning in the news, stepping down from the selection committee, first college playoff ever. West Valley might have something going here.
Yeah, Olerson is tough on that outside for West Valley, Cody. And she's going to force a corner for West Valley. Again, a nice heads-up play by Olerson. She's playing really well in that outside mid position for the Rams.
Yeah, so Archie Manning not going to be on the committee this year, but they're not going to take anyone else to replace him. And of course, the first rankings will come out on October 28th. That should be very interesting.
Crosses up, and a player is there. Can't get anything on it though for West Valley. Too bad. There was a chance, Cody.
Yeah, Moses Lake able to get that out.
But ball is still hanging around. And that might go out, looks like it will, for another West Valley corner kick. Rams would love to get a goal here, Cody, before half to narrow this gap.
Yeah, closing in on the 4-minute mark.
Here comes the cross. Alvarado comes out, can't, just tries to punch that out. Ball is still in the box. And Chiefs finally able to get that out, but wow, Cody, some hang on time there for that Chief defense.
Yeah, boy, that was a nice job by Moses Lake.
West Valley starting to pick up their attack a little bit here, Cody, late in this first half.
Showing some signs of life. And looks like we're going to have another player check in for Moses Lake. And Janelle Fox comes back in for the Lady Chiefs.
McKenna Walker and Alicia Overland trying to play off each other, but West Valley defense gets rid of that ball. And back to Alicia now, cuts inside.
Nice footwork.
Stephanie tries to place that in the box, a little too much on that one. That will go out of bounds.
And Denver Broncos up 34-14. Yeah, I think Peyton Manning is going to have another good year.
Cody,
inside.
Here's a chance maybe for the Chiefs, but yeah, they'll get a corner kick out of it.
Yeah. And we're at the 2-minute mark. We're in stoppage time here in our first half. Moses Lake 2, West Valley 0. Nice high kick. Almost goes in.
Cody, Alicia got up for that header, but that just went over the crossbar. Wow, what a chance for Moses Lake. What a play by Alicia, showing us her jumping ability there, Cody.
And that is such a hard shot coming off your head. It amazes me how she can thread the needle like that, just off by so little. Moses Lake trying to get something going again here before we head into halftime.
Lizzie McGraw just tries to cross this in, but West Valley defense there. But that will be a Chief throw-in. Again, we're in stoppage time here in the first half of play. Moses Lake on top 2-0 over West Valley.
And again, I think that's going to be off West Valley.
Senior parents,
and it will be.
Head down to underneath the scoreboard.
Cody, that will be a corner kick.
Start promptly at the beginning of the
Moses
half.
Lake with a chance here to add to this lead.
And boy, they would love a 3-goal cushion going into half.
You know, that's one thing we've talked about a few times, but I can't say it enough. When they get out to a big lead, you never see them let down, do you? They do such a good job of finishing.
Nice cross, and Alicia was making that run, Cody. Stephanie has possession on the outside. Crosses it inside. Unfortunate play there for the Chiefs. They had players in position. But that defense quickly steps up there, Cody, as they have done all season.
And that one's going to go out of bounds, too. West Valley working in stoppage time here to try and get something on the scoreboard. Down 2-0. And Moses Lake will have the throw in. Again, West Valley's defense steps up, and a West Valley player goes down.
Yeah, Cody, we might have a card here on Stephanie Overland, a little too aggressive maybe there.
I think you're right.
Ref is talking to her, but he will keep that card in his pocket.
And the crowd, the West Valley side, hoping for a card on that one.
West Valley maybe having a chance here late, Cody, if they can get this ball in the box, but that will be out of bounds for Moses Lake throw-in.
Not a lot of time left here. And that will do it at half. Here Moses Lake, Lady Chiefs on top, 2-0 over West Valley. We're going to take some time to thank our sponsors, and we'll come back with your halftime wrap-up here. Stay tuned.
Mom told me that we need to save money on energy around the house. So Dunder and I built a summer force field climatizer to control the weather. Ready, Dunder?
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
We cover sports all around the Columbia Basin. College, high school, pee-wee, we do it all.
It can get pretty busy around here. Seems like there's always something going on. 1 minute we're out shooting a live broadcast for football or volleyball, and the next minute we're racing right back to the studio.
People wonder how we do it all the time. It just comes second nature to us.
And with the playoffs just weeks away, this next game's going to be a big one. For iFIBER One Sports, I'm Bob Kirkpatrick.
And I'm Cody Johnson.
Thanks for tuning in.
All right, we're good. Thanks, guys.
We eat, drink, and breathe sports.
For us, it's like putting your pants on one leg at a time.
They forgot their pants again, didn't they? Yep.
As the summer has quickly approached, we all enjoy the family barbecue and kids playing in the sprinkler. However, many drivers are distracted and are seldom focusing on what's important while driving. It could be the random phone call, adjusting your stereo, or the lip gloss check in the mirror. Here at Farmers Insurance, we make sure you understand what coverages fit your needs. The more you know, the better you can plan. My name is Cheryl Kono, and I'm your local Farmers Insurance agent.
We are farmers.
Hi, I'm Chuck DeMuerler, the new manager at Furniture West. Furniture West has been a part of the Moses Lake community for over 30 years. My team and I have expanded our inventory to meet our customers' needs. We have over 100 recliners in stock. We have a fantastic sleep center with dozens of mattress choices from the best brands in the business. Come see our great kids section with some of the most fun kids furniture you will find anywhere. We are your source for power reclining furniture. Check out our new selection today at 117 West Broadway Avenue in Moses Lake.
I'm Daryl Pheasant. I've been your treasurer for 28 years. I take my oath seriously, following the laws consistently and fairly. This complex job depends on experience. Experience to run a $200 million public investment pool. Experience working with state agencies, banks, attorneys, title companies. Experience to know the law and be able to explain it. With reduced staffing, we need a working treasurer. Let me continue working hard for you. Public service, experience, leadership that is unmatched. Vote Daryl Pheasant for County Treasurer.
Searching for that perfect place to settle down? Whether you're looking for an elegant single-story, spacious two-story, or a custom home on acreage, Aho Construction can aid your decision with a streamlined production process that saves time, money, and natural resources. Compare us to other builders and see for yourself what advantages you can get by choosing an Aho home. Our philosophy is that we do things right the first time around. Start planning your dream house today with Aho Construction. Call 509-766-1366.
This is Garth Dano. I'm asking for your vote for Grant County Prosecutor and have practiced law here with my family for 34 years. I care about this county and the people who live and raise their families here. I'm committed to improving our justice system in Grant County so we can all be proud of it. I will hold serious offenders accountable and will work with all our police officers to protect the public. Currently, it takes 3 to 4 years to have a civil trial heard in our courts. I am committed to working with the judges to solve this unnecessary delay. Please vote for me in the upcoming general election. I am Garth Dano and I approve this message.
There are cars your parents would recommend you drive. There are cars your driving instructor who taught you the finer points of parallel parking would recommend you drive. And then there are the cars your crazy uncle, the guy who introduced you to speed metal and gave you fireworks for your birthday, would recommend you drive. You wouldn't want to let down your uncle, would you?
I'm Jacob Taylor, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor. As a certified public accountant, I hold myself to the highest level of ethical standards. As a former assistant state auditor and the current director of budget and accounting for Grant County, I have spent my entire professional career working in governmental finance. Please vote to ensure your next county auditor is certified with the experience and integrity necessary to lead Grant County forward. Vote Jacob Taylor, CPA, for Grant County Auditor.
Attention business owners. The deadline is fast approaching to advertise in the 2015 edition of the Moses Lake Local Book. Don't be the only business left out. In print or online, it's the best way to reach your customer when they're ready to buy. Call today to place your ad by calling 877-738-9829 or by visiting us online at www.statewideyp.com. The Moses Lake Local Book Telephone Directory. Simply the best advertising.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
And Moses Lake on top, 2-0 over West Valley. And boy, we were scoreless for quite a while. Then we got down to about that 16-minute mark, and a couple goals by Moses Lake. And boy, they look like they could put up even more, Sean.
Yeah, Cody, Alicia Overland broke the ice first, knocking in her 28th goal of this season, one shy of tying her record, two shy of beating her record. So we'll see if she can do that here in the second half. And then Lizzie McGraw with such a nice heads-up play from about 35 yards out, saw the keeper was offline, just cracked that ball on frame and found the back of the net. 2-0 Chiefs with some just really nice decisions. West Valley has had some chances in this first half, but unable to find the back of the net. So if Chiefs can hang on, Cody, they'll be your Big Nine champions.
Yeah, and you, just like you said, just one off the record she set last year, and you know, got a second half to play and a couple soccer matches ahead of her. You know, I'd be surprised if she doesn't end up breaking that record by at least a couple.
Yeah, Cody, she may break that record tonight, and if she doesn't, she'll have two more regular season games next week, versus Wenatchee and versus Davis. So plenty of opportunity for Alicia Overland to break that record. Through this West Valley team, you need to try to score quickly to start off this second half, Cody. Down 2-0 is really tough against any team, but especially against Moses Lake. It's so hard to score off them. Such an underrated defense they have, so West Valley needs a quick goal to start off this second half.
You know, and you talked about maybe moving some more players around for West Valley. You think that's probably what they're strategizing right now?
Yeah, Cody, they might start off in their same formation, but again, if they get behind one more goal, Or if, 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes go by and they're still down 2-0, they might have to move another attacker up because they need to score. If the score stays as it is, that doesn't help West Valley. They're going to lose this game. They need to get some goals in the back of the net.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you lose by 1 or 4 goals, it still ends up being a loss. All right, well, we're still going through our senior recognition here. This is their last home game. We will take some more time to thank our sponsors. Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll have your second half.
You don't need me to tell you that 4 and all-wheel drive time is on its way. But maybe you didn't know your local Toyota dealers are gearing up for the season with special savings on our top-selling 4 and all-wheel drive models. From tough Tundra trucks to our best-selling CUV RAV4 or Benza, the perfect blend of all-wheel drive with safety and style. Plus many others. The bottom line is exceptional 4 or all-wheel drive savings just in time for winter. For full details on these and other savings, visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Daryl Pheasant. I've been your treasurer for 28 years. I take my oath seriously, following the laws consistently and fairly. This complex job depends on experience. Experience to run a $200 million public investment pool. Experience working with state agencies, banks, attorneys, title companies. Experience to know the law and be able to explain it. With reduced staffing, we need a working treasurer. Let me continue working hard for you. Public service, experience, leadership that is unmatched. Vote Daryl Pheasant for County Treasurer.
Hi, I'm Cindy Carter, your Grant County Commissioner. Currently, I serve the 92,000 residents of Grant County, working with over 700 employees, 11 different labor unions, and providing oversight to an annual budget of $131 million. I have served in this capacity for 7.5 years, working closely with each department and office, reviewing their individual budgets to ensure a balanced overall budget so the county can remain fiscally strong. I'm Cindy Carter. Please vote for me in the 2014 election as your Grant County Commissioner.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Hello, my name is Michelle Jaderlin, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor. So why should you vote for me? I've lived here for 30 years, and for the past 23 years, I've worked for Grant County. I know every aspect of the job. The people at the county know and rely on me, and know I will be here when they need me. The auditor handles a great deal of money that needs to be accounted for by someone who is committed to serving the people of Grant County. My name is Michelle Jaderlin, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh-baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at moorefurniture.net.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of these many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
Hi, I'm Angus Lee, the Grant County Prosecutor, and I've spent my entire adult life committed to public service. As a younger man, I fought for our country in the United States Marines. and I was awarded the Combat Action Ribbon and the Purple Heart. For nearly a decade now, I've been fighting criminals here in Grant County. My trial record speaks for itself. I have convictions in over 90% of my jury trials, and I've personally prosecuted the most serious cases, and I've won.
Angus Lee, the proven crime fighter.
I'm Angus Lee, and I approve this message.
Never be lost. I will never forget my freshman year camp out.
And we're still at halftime here in Moses Lake. Lady Chiefs with the lead 2-0 over West Valley, and they look like they're in control of our match here tonight, Sean.
Yeah, Cody, Chiefs just playing their usual game here at Lions Field. Steady Eddie up 2-0 here at halftime. Alicia Overland with a goal, her 28th now in the season. Lizzie McGraw with a nice goal from about 35 yards out. Put the Chiefs on top 2-0. Just expect the same here in the second half, Cody.
To give a huge thank you to my parents
and
siblings. Their support and encouragement.
We've got senior night going on here right now. So our halftime is a little longer than it normally is. We do have another NFL update for you. Broncos up 35-21. Chargers able to punch in another touchdown there.
So Cody, your Cougs have a tough test this weekend.
They do. They do. Cougars and the Huskies too playing the Arizona schools. You got Arizona State at Washington and Arizona at Washington State. Huskies are actually going to be broadcast on ESPN on Saturday. That's going to be a late game at 7:45. That's channel 32 for iFIBER TV subscribers. But yeah, boy, that's, Pac-12 looking pretty strong. 6 teams ranked in the top 25.
Yeah, Cody, looking very strong, but how about that SEC? They have 4 teams in the top 5.
Yeah, that's just incredible. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see 2 teams in that final playoff bracket.
Yeah, as of now, Cody, you would have to expect that. Their conference is so strong, top to bottom. So we'll see how these Washington schools do tomorrow versus some tough Arizona opponents.
And again, all eyes are on Eastern Washington too. They're going to be without Vernon Adams for a 3rd straight game, having broke a couple bones in his foot when they played Idaho State. They're still winning, not by as much as they were. Their offense has taken a little bit of a hit, but they are hoping he can make it back before they hit their postseason run.
Yeah, then Cody, Central had a great win last week.
They did.
Versus Western Oregon. That was their homecoming night, and had lost to them earlier in the season, so a nice bounce-back win, just what they needed. They're doing fairly well in that GNAC conference.
Well, they got a strong team this year. Actually, you know what? They've done well the last few years.
Yeah, Cody, they have. West Valley now on the field starting to do their stretches, their warm-ups. Again, a chilly night here at Lions Field. Both teams just trying to stay warm. Cody, you think Moses Lake hasn't been able to warm up at all doing these senior recognitions? That might affect them to start off this second half.
It is a long recognition ceremony that they're doing, and wind is picking up even a little bit more. Chill in the air. Folks, don't forget, tomorrow night, Sean and I are going to be down in Ephrata. The Tigers take on Prosser in some CWAC football action. That's going to be a good game, too. Prosser, like you said, Sean, coming off a close loss to Ellensburg. And those 2 teams ranked pretty high in the AP poll.
Yeah, the new AP poll. Ellensburg is now number 2 in the state for 2A, and Prosser dropped back a couple spots, but still at number 6. So it's going to be a tough test for Ephrata. But Cody, they believe they can do it. Lloyd Burleson has been a great quarterback for them this year, and they think they have the tools. Nick Roby and Tyler Lutz, Drew Clark, they have some really good players on that Ephrata squad, so they're hoping to pull off that upset tomorrow night.
Yeah, and if they can do that, they're going to improve their chances for some postseason play. They're fighting it out for that 3rd spot Ellensburg and Prosser pretty much got the first 2 spots locked up unless, we see some crazy things happen. The real story there in the CWAC, though, is Othello, Ephrata, and Sela likely going to finish the season tied for that 3rd and final playoff spot, which would end up that first Saturday after the regular season. They would end up doing a modified Kansas City tiebreaker, which is always fun to watch. But, your whole season comes down to about 2 offensive possessions.
Yeah, that will be quite the show if that indeed comes down to that Kansas City tiebreaker. So we'll keep tabs on this CWAC conference as things start to dwindle down the last 2 weeks of play.
And that broadcast will start at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And our players have taken the field here. Moses Lake with the lead 2-0.
Cody, if you're West Valley, you want to score quickly to start off this second half. Down 2-0, you need a goal to get back in this match. You don't want to go behind 3-4-0 to Moses Lake.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if they do make some adjustments to help themselves out offensively. West Valley coming out aggressively here.
Both teams just trying to gain possession here, Cody. Kind of just hitting that ball around. Alicia quickly on the tail of that West Valley defender, but will be called for a little too physical there.
Yeah, boy, that's about the 4th time we've seen that from Moses Lake, which is very unusual for this squad. But maybe some of that cold wind.
Cody, Coach Char, head coach of Moses Lake, expected a very physical and tough match, and we've seen it so far. Both teams fighting out there just to get some space. Here's some space now for Moses Lake, across inside, trying to find McKenna Walker. McGraw now has a chance, gets a foot on it just wide.
Boy, just about a foot wide. Nice left shot with her left foot there.
Yeah, a nice left foot crack by Lisa McGraw, just wide, but a nice early chance for Moses Lake.
And West Valley with a free kick here. And West Valley with a shot here, Sean.
A chance for West Valley if they can get that too. They had a runner on the outside post there, Cody, calling for that ball. Again, defense steps up for the Chiefs.
Boy, nice job getting that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Taylor Carnes, a junior midfielder, with a great run for West Valley. Now they'll have a chance here with a corner kick. Cody, they would love to get an early goal here. Get this back within 1. Here comes the cross. West Valley in position. Keeper had to go a ways out. And that will go out for a West Valley throw. And Jeanette Alvarado, Cody, had to come out to get that ball. And she was on the ground for a sec there. If a West Valley player could have got control of that ball, could have hit that in the back of the net.
Yeah, the crowd held their breath there for a second.
Chiefs trying to counter here. Ball gets to Alicia, and here they go. Moses Lake on a counterattack. Alicia looking to play this to somebody. She cuts it inside. She might do this herself, Cody. Takes a shot on goal just wide. A nice chance on a nice run by Alicia Overland.
Boy, another 2 quick shots on goal here to start this second half. Moses Lake looking to put this away early.
Boy, what a great run. And Alicia's showing us her speed there, Cody. She can just break away whenever that ball is on her feet. Just give her a little bit of space and she'll make something out of it.
Yeah, her speed is just absolutely incredible.
Speed kills, Cody, and especially in soccer.
Yeah, she's got such great footwork to go along with that, but she can reach top speed so quickly. That's how she's able to break away so often. And like you said, 28 goals so far, one shy of that record.
West Valley with a long shot on goal, really not even a trouble for the Moses Lake keeper. Quickly gets to it. West Valley attacking though to start off the second half, Cody. Olderson trying to get on that one, just goes out of bounds for a Moses Lake goal kick. So West Valley is trying, Cody, to get that ball in the back of the net. They need something to spark this offense. Moses Lake might try to drop a player or two back to help their defense if West Valley continues to attack.
They have attacked more here in the second half so far than we've seen in that first. It's a
ball inside, but a nice block by Michaela Loudon for the Chiefs.
And we'll have another Moses Lake player check into the game. You're going to have to talk to Coach Chard next time we're in town and tell him he needs to have those numbers a different color. We have Jamie Luetta checking in. White jerseys with white numbers.
West Valley breaking to this ball.
Ooh, hard.
Janet
Two
Alvarado.
players go down, but both pop right back up. Boy, I thought we were going to have an injury there, Sean.
Strong keeper play there. Janet Alvarado just coming out and grabbing that ball. Now Chiefs on a counterattack. Alicia trying to get to that. That might be a foul, Cody.
No call.
A little aggressive there. That Ram defender, Alicia, got taken down, but yeah, no call by the ref.
Well, that's about the last thing you want to see here is an injury by either team so late in the season. It makes you wonder if these refs are going to start to tighten it up a little bit. West Valley looking to throw in here.
It's getting way more physical out there, Cody.
Yeah, and we did get a whistle there. Moses Lake with a free kick. Yeah, I think that's the right call here. Like I said, you don't want to have anyone get injured so late in the season.
McGraw with a nice ball in. A header by West Valley, but doesn't get rid of it. And West Valley just able to get rid of that ball for a Chief throw-in.
And Moses Lake football fans, your Chiefs are going to be on the road on Friday at Wenatchee. Of course, those two teams tied for first in the Big Nine. Also, Moses Lake at 3-0, Wenatchee at 4-0.
Yeah, Wenatchee 11th in the state in the new AP rankings for 4A. It's going to be a big test for Moses Lake. The way Nathan Ball's been playing as of late, though, Cody, they have a chance.
Boy, he is getting better and better as the season's gone on.
Should be a great game down there in Wenatchee.
Yeah, I think Bob Kirkpatrick, other member of our sports team, is going to be down there for that game, so we'll be able to send you some updates on that. Of course, Wenatchee, their only loss was to Chiawana early in the season. Of course, they're ranked 4th or 5th, I think.
Third. They're third in state, Cody. Last year's state champions.
Yeah.
In football, so yeah, it's going to be a tough test for Moses Lake, but I know they think they can pull off the win and the way they've been playing, Cody, I think they can pull it off too.
Yeah, they got a lot of believers, and I'm one of them. Boy, almost a kick to the face there.
Yeah, high kick there. You're going to get that called every time, Cody. Got to keep that leg down if you're the Chiefs.
I know you played high school soccer. I actually played a little soccer in grade school.
Does that mean you're kind of a big deal then, or?
Well, kind of, but I was asked to not play anymore. They said they were running out of cards. I didn't know what the cards meant at the time, and so I told them I could bring some more cards if you need them.
Nice play by Jeanette Alvarado, just forcing that line, not giving the West Valley player any room to get that shot on frame, and a nice save by Jeanette Alvarado.
Yeah, Moses Lake doing such a good job defensively here. West Valley having to work hard just for possession. Boy, nice pass.
Stephanie Overland now trying to regain possession, but that just gets away from her feet. But does well to get that ball back to her teammate. Cross inside. Alicia's in the area. West Valley just trying to get rid of that. McKenna Walker now has a crack on goal, but really not much behind that shot, Cody. That's an easy save for West Valley.
Coming in at the 29-minute mark here in our second half. Moses Lake 2, West Valley 0. Boy, another Moses Lake player goes down. Looks like that's going to be a free kick for West Valley.
That's Olerson making that run. Cody just couldn't find her again. She's making some nice runs on the outside for West Valley, giving them some chances. If she can find that ball on her foot, Cody, she might have a crack on goal and a nice position. Rams will continue to try to find her on the outside.
Yeah, Moses Lake not giving them a lot of opportunity, though, in that first half. And that's going to go out of bounds.
That will be a Moses Lake throw-in.
Moses Lake.
West Valley on a little bit of an attack here, Cody. If they can just regain possession, but Moses Lake doing well to step up. And here's Alicia Overland now on a counterattack, Cody.
Watch
cuts
that
inside.
Ooh, and she's going to be knocked down.
A great defensive play by West Valley, Cody. That was clean.
Moses Lake will throw it back in. Boy, you almost thought Alicia was going to get that goal, didn't you?
Yeah, Cody, with her breakaway speed, looked like she'd get past that last line of defense, but nice job by the West Valley defense to step up and had some help by another defender and were able to get that ball away from her. But they will have a chance here, Cody, with a corner kick. And we saw how close Alicia Overland was scoring in that first half on a header off a corner kick. McGraw with a nice cross in. West Valley now with some room.
And couldn't get to it before it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, too bad. The touch was a little too big, trying to set herself up. That goes out of bounds for a Chief throw-in.
and Moses Lake will have a chance to throw it in again. Folks, don't forget you can watch this game on demand starting tomorrow from our website, iFiber1.com/sports. That goes right back out of bounds. iFiber One Sports is a division of iFiber Communications based right here in Grant County in Ephrata, Washington. Home of the fastest internet in Washington State, always in the top 2 in the United States, and premier provider of digital TV and phone service. If you do need to upgrade, give us a call, or even better, stop by our office tomorrow. Our phone number is 754-2600. And if you do happen to stop by, ask the ladies at the counter. Sean and I have left some Skittles up there that no one has come to claim.
I thought you've eaten all those already, Cody.
The guys in the studio just said they were claimed, and I suspect claimed by them. No, we're kidding. We will make sure there's some Skittles there if you stop by the office tomorrow and get your Skittles. And if you're lucky, get some fast internet too.
West Valley, Cody, have had some chances here in the second half. Still only down 2-0. 1 goal, and this is a totally different ball game.
It really is. And, you know, I am impressed with West Valley still attacking. I mean, they obviously have not given up here. And, you know, you talked about it in our pregame, Sean. They're without their star goalkeeper. Just 16, is that right? 16 years old or 17?
She actually is a senior, Cody, but when you say star, we are not joking around. She is a national team goalkeeper for the U.S. Committed to Kansas. Yeah, unfortunate she can't play tonight for West Valley, and she's done for the season, actually, due to WIA transfer rules. It looks like they could have used her tonight, Cody.
Yeah, I think you're right. But, you know, West Valley done a good job tonight rallying. You wouldn't guess that, you know, if they are a little bit bummed out about losing their goalie, boy, you really couldn't tell tonight. Playing well, attacking. They know their Moses Lake is the team to beat in the Big Nine.
Yeah, Cody, and I've liked what I've seen from West Valley so far in this second half. Have really maybe even had more possession than Moses Lake has. Again, the Chiefs have had a couple nice chances, but East Valley has made some nice runs and had some nice passes they've strung together. Again, they need to try to find Olerson on the outside here because she's had some nice breakaway speed getting past some of this Moses Lake defense.
Yeah, Moses Lake has played well defensively here, and they always do, especially at home.
Yeah, we always talk about this Moses Lake attack, but this defense is really underrated. Stephanie Overland with a ton of space here. A cross inside for the Chiefs. Tries to drop it back, but right to a West Valley player.
Moses Lake quick to take it the other way.
Yeah, Jessica Lowetta always in great position for Moses Lake. Such a strong defender for this Chief team. But here's a nice ball outside to West Valley. They have a player running in the middle, Cody. If she can cross this ball in. Here comes the cross, but just too much to the keeper. A nice chance, a nice idea by West Valley.
Yeah, that's been their best shot in this entire game right there.
Here's the Chiefs with plenty of space. Alicia Overland with the ball. Crosses this one inside. And a nice head out by West Valley.
Another West Valley player goes down, and I think we're going to have a free kick for West Valley.
Yeah, some Chief fans not happy with that call.
No,
Cody.
they weren't. We heard a few boos coming out of the stands there.
Heard a few of those last night when you were down on the court trying to hit that volleyball over the net.
Yeah, that's just phase one of my plan, you know, how to serve a volleyball. An instructional video will be available on the internet soon.
It's for a good cause, right, Cody?
It is for a good cause. $4.99 in the first minute.
Lacey McGraw just hits that one out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for West Valley.
You know, I continue, I've said this before, but I continue to be impressed by that young lady. Just back with the team here for, I think this is her second week. Coming off of, I think it was a hamstring and a quad. But those are tough injuries to come back from, especially coming back to play soccer, of all things.
Yeah, Stephanie Overton had a nice chance on goal there, Cody. Some power behind that strike, but just wide of the net.
Coming in at the 20-minute mark, Moses Lake still with the lead, 2-0.
West Valley player just powers through that Moses Lake player. There's a chance for Olerson, but just a little too much on that. Nice play by Alvarado to come out and get that ball.
And that's going to go out of bounds. What you called it, Sean, you said this is going to be a rough game, and it has been so far.
Cody, if that score stays the same, just 19 minutes left, Moses Lake will be your Big 9 champions.
Yeah, they're going to put it out of reach.
There's a chance. Lacey McGraw trying to get on that one, but that will go out for a goal kick.
Couple more players will check in for Moses Lake. West Valley with the kick.
Really nothing on that shot, Cody. Just an easy save for West Valley's keeper.
That one's a little shorter than what I think she was aiming for.
Again, Maletta just steps up as she always does, but West Valley hanging tough this time. And Moses Lake will get called for a foul.
And it does look like, Sean, West Valley has dropped some people more into getting some offense going here. West Valley with the throw in. We're at the 17-minute mark left in our game. And we have a final score out of Denver. The Broncos will take the win 35-21.
Cross inside, just hits off a West Valley defender. They'll have another corner kick. Chiefs not letting up, Cody. They want to get up 3-0 here in this game.
Yeah. And we've seen it so many times. I've never seen this crew let down after a 1-point lead or a 6-point lead. They take nothing for granted, able to put these games away.
comes the cross. Not a very good one that time, Cody.
Yeah, probably a little further out than what she wanted.
Both teams fighting for that ball.
Boy, some physical play. That goes out of bounds. Moses Lake trying to get something set up here. And another foul. And that's going to go against Moses Lake.
West Valley still in this game, Cody. Only down 2 goals. If they can get one in the back of the net, this game will totally change.
Oh, yeah, and you know it. It's just easier said than done, though, against this Moses Lake squad. Well, you know, you played a lot of soccer in high school, and you said, you know, sometimes that first goal is the hardest one to get.
Yeah, Cody, if you can get that first goal in, sometimes they just come in bunches. You know, get you excited, get your teammates excited. West Valley just looking to liven things up a little bit.
And I suppose it does quite a lot for the confidence of your goalie having shutouts.
Yeah, Cody, and Jeanette Alvarado has had plenty of shutouts for Moses Lake. She's only given up 4 goals against her the entire Big 9 Conference, Cody.
Yeah, that's incredible. And I think we've seen most of them, and they were, I'd almost call them trick shots. I don't know, you know, if even the Seattle Sounders could have stopped 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah, she was named honorable mention All-Conference last year. I wouldn't be surprised if she's first or second team All-Conference this year.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people would agree with that. A first team nod for her. Just over 13 minutes. Moses Lake trying to add to this lead. They're up 2-0. And Sean, did you catch the call on that one?
That looks like some more physical play by Moses Lake. A questionable call. Chief fans did not like it. But West Valley will have a free kick.
Boy, an impressive series of shots, some headers there.
Here's Olerson on the outside. They finally found her, Cody. If she can break past this defender, trying to cut it outside. Can't do it. Nice. Such a great defense by Jamie Loetta. Excuse me, Jessica Loetta. Jamie's the younger sister.
I know, it's hard to keep them straight.
West Valley, looks like we'll have a sub here, Cody.
Yeah, looks like quite a few players actually checking in for Moses Lake. Inside 12 minutes left here in our second half.
Stephanie Oberlin and Emma Deering both check back in for the Chiefs. Trying to hang on here and win this game.
And again, West Valley will throw it in.
West Valley trying to get some chances here, Cody, just trying to get past that defense of Moses Lake, but again, solid play, and Alvarado right there to grab that ball.
Boy, they closed up quick.
West Valley doing everything they can to try to get that first goal. Here's another chance for West Valley. Across inside, players there, and there's that goal, Cody.
At the 10-minute, 40-second mark in the second half here, West Valley will hit the scoreboard. Caitlin Quimps with the shot there.
Caitlin Quimps had a nice, Cody, just when you're that open in front of the net, you have to keep poised. But what a great pass to her by the outside player for West Valley. Just finds Caitlin in the middle. Cody, whole new ball game here, down one. Just 10 minutes left. Chiefs trying to hang on to win the Big 9 title.
Yeah, 10 minutes remaining, and boy, that sure does change the game here tonight. And you can kind of see it already, Sean. West Valley with a little bit more confidence here.
A goal will do that, Cody. A goal will do wonders for your team.
And that one's going to go out of bounds. West Valley will throw it back in.
Again, no ties in conference play. If West Valley can knock in another goal and tie this up, we will go to extra time.
Yeah, we'll have
Here's a cut back in. This is Olerson, Cody. If she can get that ball off, great defensive play. That might be, questionable call there, Cody. Could have been a PK.
Yeah. And in fact, I think that's what she was thinking that was going to be the call, but instead.
West Valley coaches irate on the sidelines, but they will award a corner kick for West Valley. But wow, Cody, Chiefs might have gotten lucky there.
Well, you know, this is kind of the way they've called the game, the officials.
And
that
that's
one
good.
Goes in.
Goal number 2 for West Valley, tie game 2-2.
Tied up just like that at the 8:24 mark. And we'll see if we can catch who it was that got that shot.
Cody, that was Sam Olerson, who I've been talking about all night on the outside for West Valley. Give her a chance, and she can make something happen just like that. We're tied up here at 2-2.
Two quick goals.
Alicia Overland
within 2 minutes of each other.
Moving fast here, Cody, right back in West Valley territory. And that will go out for a corner kick for the Chiefs.
No, we're going to have, they're going to say last touch by Moses Lake.
It will call a goal kick.
Seven minutes, 20 seconds left in our second half.
Boy, Cody, momentum has changed here at Lions Field.
Yeah, two quick goals in just a little over 2 minutes. West Valley has tied it up.
New bowl game here at Lions Field. Goal does wonders for your team's confidence, and West Valley is playing on fire right now.
And we got a Moses Lake player still on the turf. I don't think the officials see it yet.
Yeah, I think that's Emma Deering, Cody, slow to get up.
And she's going to go back down. All right, so they're going to check out her ankle there, it looks like. So Deering comes out. A little over 6 minutes left, tied at 2 apiece. Boy, West Valley, their confidence is high. I think Moses Lake at this point is stunned.
Cody, Moses Lake has to regain that confidence. They are such a talented team. They know they can get another goal here. They just have to get that confidence back and try to get a shot on goal. That might just give them the confidence they need to get that ball in the back of the net.
And remember, Moses Lake had the lead at the half, 2-0, and was, boy, they had a few early shots here in the second half. They looked like they were going to put more points on the board. But this West Valley team did not give up.
And here's Olerson with another run for West Valley, just trying to get on that one, Cody, but Chiefs defense trying to hang on here. Olerson fights past.
And last touch by West Valley. And we're closing in at the 5-minute mark. Now, if we do go into overtime, we will have one 5-minute overtime period. If we're still tied, we'll do another 5-minute overtime period before we go into some penalty shots. And we don't see it that often.
PKs are rare, Cody, and they're the coach's nightmare. They don't want it to see it to go to PKs, but if this stays tied, we may have. And here's a chance now for West Valley on a set piece, Cody.
Yeah, and you know, you said it early when, you know, the referees were letting them play kind of rough, and, you know, at this point you can't change the way you call it, can you? I mean.
Alyssa Barden will take this set piece for West Valley. Ref making sure the Chief players are 10 yards back.
We're inside 4 minutes now.
Takes a crack at goal. Cody Alvarado can't hang on to it.
Oh boy, she's lucky that went out of bounds.
A Ram player right there to clean up. Alvarado, very lucky there, Cody. That was Caitlin Qualms trying to finish up that ball in the back of the net, but whew, Chiefs get a big break.
Big break there. We'll see if this Moses Lake squad, I mean, they are an experienced soccer team. And this is where you need that experience, that poise.
McKenna Walker now with some space in the middle, but West Valley defense there to clean up. But Lizzie McGraw playing powerful. Gets that ball to Alicia. Trying to cut inside.
And West Valley's going to kick that out of bounds. And it'll go into the stands. Be a lucky souvenir for a fan. And we've got Kendra Haynes is checking in for West Valley. Coming in at the 2-minute mark, Sean.
Yeah, Cody coming in on stoppage time. See if Moses Lake can get another chance here late. West Valley takes that ball over, Cody, and here's a nice ball down the sideline.
And Moses Lake's going to kick that out. And we're at the 2-minute mark. We have stoppage time now.
Jessica Loretto with this, just a smart move, Cody. Don't try to do anything fancy with that. Just kick it out of bounds. West Valley now with a ball in the middle of the box. Goes over a Moses Lake player. Olerson has the ball on the outside. Fighting for it. She gets it back, crosses it inside. Chiefs trying to get it out of the box.
Boy, right in front of the goal there. Finally, Moses Lake kicks it out. Boy, that's dangerous letting that ball hang around in the front.
Cody, we are in stoppage time now. Who wants this game?
It comes down to a heavyweight boxing match, so to speak, with the way it's shaped up so far. Officials have really let them kind of play. It's been a rough game.
Loretta coming up big again for this Chiefs defense, being all over the place in the backfield. And just a great play there by Lola, just to shield off the West Valley player. Let that ball trickle out of bounds for Moses Lake goal. Actually, they will call a foul on the West Valley player.
Yeah, I was wondering about that myself.
A nice ball inside. Again, Emmett Deering coming up big for the Chiefs.
And Moses Lake will get the throw in here. Boy, time is winding down. No, they're going to get a kick here, a free kick. And I believe last touch by West Valley. Nope. They're going to say it was off Moses Lake.
West Valley will call it a free kick, actually. A foul on Moses Lake. Getting chippy on the pitch.
Kind of surprised. We're seeing a lot more calls here.
Trying to find Olerson again, but Loetta there for the Chiefs.
Moses Lake trying to get it out. Boy, West Valley has really kicked it up a notch here.
Bad touch there by the Chief player.
Getting it out to the outside there. Moses Lake might have a chance to get something going.
Here's Stephanie Overland on the outside. Alicia making a run inside in the middle. She cuts back. Cuts back again, but a great defensive play by West Valley.
Lady Chiefs quick to get it back in. That's going to do it for our regulation time. We are tied at 2 apiece. Boy, I tell you what, we better take a quick commercial break to at least catch our breath. Stay tuned. We got your overtime period coming up.
Are you looking to improve your or your child's smile? At Casciati Orthodontics, we make it our mission to make braces more affordable and fun. Our business has proudly served the Columbia Basin for over 20 years, and our new conveniently located state-of-the-art facility offers a relaxing environment full of fun activities for the kids. We accept all types of insurance and have convenient payment plans available. Give us a call for a complimentary evaluation, no referral needed, or check us out on the web and make an appointment online.
Papa John, pizza maker. Peyton Manning, playmaker.
So how long you been making pizza?
Over 30 years.
You ever get tired of it?
You ever get tired of throwing touchdown passes?
Good point.
Come on, man.
Up your game with our new kickoff special. Get any large 2-topping pizza, only $10. Add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
better football.
Papa John's.
And we're tied at 2 apiece now. West Valley with a couple quick goals to get us tied up and send this into overtime. Those 2 goals came within a little over 2 minutes of each other.
Yeah, Cody, we thought that whole second half, if they could just get one in the back of the net, this would be a totally different ball game, and they do just that. Of course, their confidence is up, and they get that second one just 2 minutes later. Tie game 2-2. Had a few chances to maybe even take the lead, Cody, late in this second half. Moses Lake defense kind of had to hang on there. And Cody, we're going into extra time.
Yeah, we're going to put 5 minutes back on the clock here. And this is what you call a golden goal situation, Sean. And for those of you at home, let's have, Sean, if you could, explain what that means.
Cody, that means the first goal by either team that goes in the back of the net, they will win this game. So if Chiefs score first, they win. West Valley scores first, they win. There is no rebuttal. So golden goal. If it's tied after this first 5 minutes of play, we'll go to a second 5 minutes of play. If it's still tied, we'll go into PKs. So both teams are going to come out really strong here in extra time, try to get that game-winning goal.
And again, if Moses Lake can come out with the win here, they will take the Big 9 title. If West Valley takes the win, they would have split games.
Yeah, if West Valley gets the win, Cody, they're tied with Moses Lake for first place. So this is such a huge extra time here. Both teams need this win. We'll see what happens. It's going to be fun to watch, Cody.
Okay, we're still a little bit from getting our overtime period started. We'll go ahead and take another commercial break and be right back.
Mom told me that we need to save money on energy around the house. So Dunder and I built a summer force field climatizer to control the weather. Ready, Dunder?
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
And our captains are at midfield right now. Just about ready to start our first overtime period. Folks, don't forget, tomorrow night, Sean and I will be broadcasting Friday night football from Ephrata. That broadcast will start at 7 o'clock. Your Ephrata Tigers taking on the Prosser Mustangs. Moses Lake Chiefs football team will be on the road in Wenatchee. That'll be another big game for the Big 9 football title. But I do believe Bob Kirkpatrick, or the member of the sports team, is going to be out there, and so we should be able to get some scores, report some scores to you.
Cody, both teams trying to stay warm. Again, very chilly night here in Moses Lake. Teams doing stretches, some short sprints.
Wind picking up too, even a little bit more.
West Valley does have all the momentum right now, Cody. They'll try to keep that going early and try to get a goal quickly in this first overtime period. And Moses Lake will have to treat this like a new half, Cody. They need to just come in there and play the way they did in the first half. Create some of those chances they've had. Try to find Alicia to win this game and win this title.
So you spent a lot of time with the Moses Lake team and Coach Char. What do you think this discussion is right now?
Oh, well, Coach Char told me before the game, he said, we're going to treat this like a championship. He said they treat every game with a championship mindset. And I'm sure he's telling his team, hey, our goal is still the same. You know, we're one goal away from winning the title. You know, we gave up a couple goals late in that second half, but let's get this first goal. And our dream, our goal is still alive. We're going to win this championship. We're going to move on to the playoffs, keep things rolling. Tell his team just to stay poised, stay calm, play the way they play Chief soccer, and they'll be fine.
And both teams have taken the field now. They have switched sides. All the goals have been scored in that one goal. So I don't know if that's luck, but Moses Lake will have a chance to score where they scored their first 2 goals in the first half. And here we go. Moses Lake trying to get that ball around to the outside. West Valley's going to get to that one and knock it out of bounds.
Chief throw in here. Looks like Loetta's going to come up to throw this one in, Cody.
Remember, just 5 minutes in this overtime period, and we're closing in on the 4-minute mark already.
Ball hanging around the top of the box. Jamie Loetta drops that back. Here's a shot, Cody, but Alicia trying to run on and get a header on that one, but just gets to the keeper in time. Jamie Loetta with a nice takeaway there for the Chiefs.
West Valley able to get it out of there.
That ball gets through, but Rathburn is there, drops it back to the keeper. A short clearance there.
Yeah, boy. Moses Lake will get it out of bounds.
And West Valley will have the throw in.
Almost 2 minutes burned off the clock here in our overtime, our first overtime period.
Olerson has the ball now for West Valley, has a nice cross inside. Alvarado quickly comes out to grab that as she had to. Moses Lake will look to keep possession now, Cody, but give it right back to West Valley.
And I think Moses Lake is going to be called called with the hands there. I didn't see the official signal from the ref, but that's going to be my guess. And West Valley with a kick here.
Alderson now has a chance. And it goes out for another West Valley throw-in.
And we're down to the 2-minute mark. Crowd starting to cheer their team on. Moses Lake quick to get it back in. Ooh, nice head. Nice header there.
That was a Maderian, Cody. Yeah, a nice header trying to find somebody in the box, but can't connect that to anybody, but they will have a throw-in now on the outside.
And we are in stoppage time now. And the stadium has gone quiet.
Nice throw in. West Valley has to get rid of that. Don't want to let that ball hang out in the box. And they do so.
Ooh, gets by and rolls out. And West Valley will throw it back in. Well, we got a nail biter here, Sean.
Golden goal time, Cody. First goal will be the winner. Chiefs, if they score that goal, will win the Big 9 title. If West Valley scores that goal, they will be tied with Moses Lake for first place.
Yeah, and that'll come down to the last 2 games of the season. Moses Lake on the road for those last two games at Davis and at Wenatchee. And that's going to end our first overtime period, still tied at 2 apiece. And we're going to take another commercial break ourselves. Well, let's see here. No, we're going to go right into it here for our second overtime. Teams will switch sides. Yeah, so we said Moses Lake on the road at Davis and at Wenatchee. That last game at Wenatchee is going to be a tough one, too.
Yeah, Cody, and West Valley would have a much easier schedule. Next week they're playing Eastmont and Eisenhower.
Yeah.
So it'd be a much tougher schedule for Moses Lake, so this is going to be huge what happens here in these last 4 minutes of play.
High kick is going to go into the stands. 4.5 minutes left in our second overtime period. West Valley getting it back in. Moses Lake with the free kick.
A nice boot up by Lisa McGraw, but West Valley defenders in place, Cody, to quickly get rid of that. But a throw in now for Moses Lake. A nice step up by that West Valley defense. And a nice through ball. Caitlin Quames is in position. And that's going to do it, Cody. West Valley knocks off Moses Lake.
Boy, it goes off. A Moses Lake player changes the trajectory of that shot and goes in for a win for West Valley. They're going to take it 3-2 in double overtime. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and Sean and I will be back in just a second with your post-game wrap-up.
As the summer has quickly approached, we all enjoy the family barbecue and kids playing in the sprinkler. However, many drivers are distracted and are seldom focusing on what's important while driving. It could be the random phone call, adjusting your stereo, or the lip gloss check in the mirror. Here at Farmers Insurance, we make sure you understand what coverages fit your needs. The more you know, the better you can plan. My name is Cheryl Kono, and I'm your local Farmers Insurance agent.
We are farmers.
We cover sports all around the Columbia Basin. College, high school, pee-wee, we do it all.
It can get pretty busy around here. Seems like there's always something going on. 1 minute we're out shooting a live broadcast for football or volleyball, and the next minute we're racing right back to the studio.
People wonder how we do it all the time. It just comes second nature to us.
And with the playoffs just weeks away, this next game's going to be a big one. For iFIBER One Sports, I'm Bob Kirkpatrick.
And I'm Cody Johnson.
Thanks for tuning in.
All right, we're good. Thanks, guys.
We eat, drink, and breathe sports.
For us, it's like putting your pants on one leg at a time.
They forgot their pants again, didn't they? Yep.
An incredible soccer game here tonight, Sean. We've seen a lot of incredible games out here in Moses Lake. Most of them don't turn out like this one, though.
West Valley just a great comeback, Cody. Down 2-0 in this game. Two back-to-back second-half goals just minutes apart. And then that game winner in extra time. Boy, they showed a lot of poise, a lot of confidence in this team coming back, knocking off the undefeated in-conference Moses Lake. And, you know, now they're tied for first with Moses Lake in the Big 9 Conference, Cody. Just a huge win for West Valley.
And Moses Lake, they have two more conference games ahead of them, both on the road at Davis and then at Wenatchee. Boy, that's going to be a tough one, too. They have beat Wenatchee here at home. But Wenatchee with that a terrific goalie themselves. You said it, West Valley's got a little bit easier schedule. They could end up tied.
Yeah, Cody, West Valley has to play Eisenhower and Eastmont, who are two of the bottom teams in the Big Nine Conference, where Moses Lake has to play at Wenatchee and at Davis next week, two of the top teams in the conference. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be interesting to see how things shake out in this last week of Big Nine Conference play.
Well, for everyone here at our field and in our studio on the iFIBER 1 sports team, we want to wish you a good evening. And Sean and I will catch up with you again tomorrow night in Ephrata for some Friday night football when the Tigers host Prosser. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow night.